Now the dangerous Nelson Cruz.
That one is hit hard to left. That ball's back, and there's your grand slam. Nelson Cruz connects on a triple. Love it. His fourth of the game, and suddenly it's a 2-point contest. And Carl Anthony Towns, Jim, you said he needs to start exerting his will. Raul moving in. Back to Johnson. He scores! First in the NHL for Luke Johnson.
Oh, hello, audience.
Hello. Hello. We gotta let the audience breathe. Breathe, audience, breathe. Breathe. Yeah, there you go. There you go. We are FuzzJockRadio. We are a podcast that is. Thank you. That was a really awesome applause. Really awesome introduction or greeting to us coming on stage here, because as you all know, we are live.
Yeah. Right now.
My name is Fuzzy.
I'm James.
I'm C-Dubs.
And we got our friend from a different mother. That's how it goes, right?
Yeah.
Friend from a different mother.
Sister from another mister.
Sister from another mister.
Yeah, boy.
Mr. L.
What up, dog? Good to be back.
Hey. How's it going?
Good.
Oh, that's what I should. We have the guest, the host with the most.
To the main event.
Oh, shut up, man. Oh, man.
Hold on there.
Okay, there.
Yeah, out of control.
Yeah.
Thank you. Please.
So,
sit
as
down.
you guys know, as everyone knows, Al is one of our Hess host guest that is not better than any of us.
No.
Because we're not better than anybody else.
No.
And
I'm much worse than y'all.
Except for Pete.
nobody's worse. Nobody's
that guy.
worse.
Oh,
No one's worse.
Everybody's on the same playing level, playing field,
Except for Benny.
not playing baseball. We're on the same playing field. And that's what's happening with baseball right now, is that they're trying to get to be like us.
Yeah.
they're trying to make the whole stadium level, but the
leveled-
sightlines are ruined.
A leveled stadium. That's what we're looking for here. Yeah. And Al has been here in the past. I don't remember which season, especially which episode.
Well, Al's been at a lot of these episodes. We just don't let him talk. He just sits there.
That's true. But this is.
I was just thinking of something good to say. That's all.
Yeah.
And I'm not too bright.
Did you think of it?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I'll let you
We'll
know.
come back to you. We'll come back to you with it. Just put up your hand, and it's okay to put up your hand as like you're raising your hand for a question, or put up your fist. You can put up your fist. We're cool with that.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. We're here. This is FuzzJockRadio. We should all breathe now.
Let's get going. Let's do it.
Breathe
We
in.
got a show for you.
Breathe out.
Probably.
Breathe in. Breathe out. Now that we're all calm and collected, we're going to get into tonight's topics.
Music.
What? No, this is not a music podcast.
I'm sorry. Wrong podcast.
This is FuzzJockRadio, Season 4,
Episode
10. Isn't that awesome, guys? We're on episode 10.
It's like
That's
40.
awesome.
Which
Like
means
we've done like 40 at least, probably.
let's not talk about that number.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that number is coming up quick.
Wow, 40?
And yeah,
Nice.
I'm getting old. But we're not talking about that because this is not a birthday podcast.
Oh, it was one time.
No, it's just that
Many
people
times.
had their birthday. And actually, think of it. It's tomorrow is
Is?
Tuesday.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, tonight's
God.
Monday. We go
Again.
live on Monday nights at 10:30, and it's not.
Who would have known? All right.
Yeah, so tomorrow's Tuesday. I kept on thinking today was Tuesday, but then I remembered we're out live on Mondays at 10:30
Yeah.
p.m. on fuzztalkradio.com. But tomorrow is
A very special day.
a very special day. You know why?
The new Smash Brothers character's getting released.
And that's why I'm Expert Andy.
It's his birthday tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
So if you see or hear Expert Andy
And that's why I'm Expert Andy.
say something like that, remind him, happy birthday.
And that's why I'm Expert Andy.
He
birthday.
he deserves a happy birthday. Just like everybody. But this is not a birthday podcast like we did a couple weeks ago when everybody was having birthdays as well. Because it was C-Dub's birthday a couple weeks ago, right?
Something like that.
But when my birthday comes up, we will make it a podcast about birthdays.
It's
About my birthday.
It's my birthday today, actually. No, just kidding.
Oh,
Sorry.
boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. That's the first time that the audience have booed Hest.
Let's keep it going.
So we like to start off the podcast with how our last week went. And Al,
Yeah.
since you were not here last week, you know the deal.
Yeah.
You have to talk about what happened since the last time you were here, which was about a year ago, I think.
Something
No,
like that.
actually, you've never been in this studio before.
It's a great studio.
Thanks.
I like it.
Thanks. So what's going on now? How you doing? What's the haps? What's changed in your life? You can lie. You can tell us the truth.
I could lie.
Well,
All right.
the way podcasts work is that I don't know if you know, but the audience don't know really if you're telling the truth or not unless you speak facts about lies or lies about facts that aren't true or are true. And so if you do those type of things, the audience will be like, yo, I'm either on your side or not on your side.
Okay.
And then if they're not on your side, that's sometimes an okay thing because then you will have them listen back. But then sometimes you don't want to be that way. So if you lie, but don't lie about the truth, about the things that people want to hear, but then say that they don't want to hear, because sometimes they say things that they don't
What
want to
if
hear.
it's just random stuff?
Yeah,
like
think about
I
it.
burned down my house last week. That's something that happened.
Well, that
No.
is concerning. Are
Well,
you
I-
okay?
Yeah.
Do you need us to
Were you
set
just
up a?
making SpaghettiOs?
No, I was making SpaghettiOs in the coffee carafe because I broke the oven.
Oh,
Not that you'd make them in the oven to begin with, but microwave broke, so I was using that.
Wow.
I do.
I don't. You're gonna burn your house down.
Oh,
Al
I
just
did.
Al
I
just
did.
did.
Well, so that's my public service announcement.
It is a bad
Never
day.
never use the coffee carafe for cooking SpaghettiOs.
Oh boy. James, how was your last week? Al burnt down his house, so we
I
should
got,
probably move on.
that.
We should move on.
I got a recliner.
Nice. Is it for Al's new house?
It could be.
You probably should donate it to him.
Yeah.
Since
I've
Al-
got a new house, you guys.
Yeah.
Is this why you got me here? Oh God, thanks.
The house that Love built, like in The Simpsons.
Oh, load bearing poster and everything.
Yes.
Al got a new house, and James is donating his new recliner.
Yep.
Breaking
Alright.
news.
I'd like to thank
Breaking
the
news.
Academy, which you guys basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're welcome.
You got our new recliner though, huh?
Yeah. So
I need one
now,
of those.
now there's 2 couches in my living room. And I've got to figure out what to do with the old one.
Well, I know a friend that got a new house. You should give it to him.
Well, that's where the old couch came from.
Oh.
Was it on fire?
No, I got it.
It was
I got
just,
it
just
long
for a
before that.
minute, like a couple of minutes, collection of minutes.
Oh boy. C-Dubs, how was your week?
My week's been good. I've been doing a lot of work around the stadium with baseball, going down hardcore and all that.
Is that who's getting
And,
a hold of you right now?
Baseball.
Yes, I was going to say my second thing I have to do is I've been doing Photoshop work for someone. And
Oh.
I've been enjoying doing that. I haven't done, making someone's album artwork right now, and it's been making me happy.
Dude,
Very
real graphic
nice.
design.
Yeah, I don't like doing it for work but I do like doing it for specific people. And it's one of those specific people asking for me to do it. So I'm doing it for them.
That's fun.
And we have that specific person's song to debut tonight, right?
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, why
Yeah.
not? We have
Hell
a
yeah.
song for everybody tonight by our friend, can we say his name?
Jordan Carr.
Jordan Carr.
Do we?
Yeah, he
Number one bad boy.
He released a new song. So,
Is this an exclusive?
well,
It is now.
Yeah.
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 There we go. The podcast that hates music is gonna play a song for you tonight
That we don't hate.
that we don't hate. Yeah, yeah, because
Here's that
Nice.
that's just the way it is. That's
wasn't
just the
in-
way it is.
That wasn't in the notes. I'm surprised, pleasantly.
Yeah, I think it's here, but we'll see. We'll see. With that,
He's got a whole album coming out soon, right?
He's working on one, yes.
Okay. Jordan Carr.
you
He's
didn't.
been releasing songs every week
Wouldn't
or every month for the
would it-
last few months.
Wouldn't it be funny if he actually like drove a truck?
Jordan Carr.
Driving a
truck driver.
truck. Wow, that's really loud. I'm sorry.
That's really loud.
That does not give you any headway.
Leeway.
Yeah, good thing that was not the Jordan Carr song. Definitely not.
Why was that so loud?
That was a different song by someone we don't like.
That was just me dancing around with my drum set over here.
Yeah.
Why is there no volume on this thing? There's no volume. If you guys don't know, we are FuzzJockRadio. And if you like what you're hearing, you can support us by going to fuzztalkradio.com and clicking on the link for the web the web store. That's what you call it, right? A web store.
Mm-hmm.
When you click on the web store, it'll take you to fuzztalkshop.com, where you'll find t-shirts, merchandise, and other apparel for FuzzJock Radio, Fuzz Talk Radio, and other things. It's grand. It's just grand, guys.
Sounds grand.
I don't know how to turn down this fucking music if I push play. See,
Just brace ourselves. Everybody, turn
can
your
mute
volume
everything.
down.
I'm gonna mute you. How about that?
Well then.
So yeah, if you want to hear the rest of that song, make sure to go over to Spotify or Jordan Carr's websites and stuff, and you can find that song. That link that you gave us doesn't play the full song, is what's going on there.
Doe.
Oh, jeez, you're loud. No.
Crying out loud.
That was sounding rocking.
Yeah, so we are not
saxophone solo
we are
in there?
not a music podcast, but Jordan Carr is our friend, and
How are you gonna say no to a sax solo? Really?
right.
I mean,
really good.
no one can do that. No one can do that.
That's Jordan, Jordan Carr, Carr, and you can find him on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, Facebook, Bandcamp.
Why would he do that? That's too much. You should pick like one or two social media, and like you can't be more social. Just like you only get to be so social.
But you got to be on all
Nope.
the socials.
He's
No,
all
it's-
social.
It's making everyone crazy though.
But well, real people.
I will say this.
Real people aren't supposed
It's
to be on the
working for
socials.
him.
Yeah.
The real people aren't supposed to be on the socials. The people that are promoting their music and the artists, they are the ones that are supposed to be
That's
on the
good.
socials. They're the ones that are marketing.
That's
You got
good.
It's good. It's good for marketing.
Wait,
stuff,
guys, are we
right?
social?
We are not a social
Oh, thank God.
podcast.
Guys, social.
Are we a social?
Social.
Is this a social podcast?
No, antisocial.
Yeah, anti-social, because we do not, James, we tell everybody, okay, so this is one of the lies of podcasting.
Don't tell.
Moving on. My week was pretty good.
Dude, what'd you do?
I did a lot of fuzzy things. We gotta do this podcast, guys. We are a sports podcast,
You
by
talk
the way.
baseball?
We can talk baseball because if you can see the NFL notes.
Are you ready for some football?
We have none. We have no notes for football this week. So we'll just get that out of the way.
Force a story?
What's that?
Can I force a story?
Of course. That's
There
what we're here
was-
about.
I refused to listen to a segment on the show today, on a radio show today, about they tried to break down Tom Brady talking crap about someone, and it was censored. And so they broke down who do they think he was talking crap about.
Oh dear God.
And like, it was the dumbest thing I've ever heard
Oh
of.
my God, the stuff people think of to talk about when
It was
football's not
awful.
actually being
So
played.
that's how little NFL news there is
Okay.
that people spent an entire show doing that today.
Okay, good point. Good point. That's something I did want to make the audience aware of.
What is that?
Is that I found myself having trouble with the notes this week because we are getting into that space and time where there are barely any sports news because there are so much playoffs going on.
The abyss.
Mm-hmm.
It's the abyss of sports news,
The playoff bis.
which means that it's going to get even worse. So, which means we will be going away in a couple episodes. This is episode 3 of 3. We have 2 more episodes of this episode of this season. Right? Is that the sound effect?
Yeah.
We are not a sound effect podcast.
Yeah.
But
We're working on our Foley arts for next season.
so if this, I'm just saying, and this is one of those things that you do not tell the audience, right? Like one of those things, the main thing that we always tell people, right,
Is don't tell.
is that if you make a mistake, just keep on going, right? That's what we tell people, right? Just keep on going. Don't look at the audience and be like, I fucked up, and then start crying and run off stage.
be like-
Don't do that. Just be like, hey, you make a mental note so for later you can correct it, but you just keep on going. You're like, okay, doesn't matter. I made a mistake. Nobody's gonna notice.
Yeah, we don't do
Nobody
that.
notices. So that's one of the things of podcasting and just doing any entertainment type of thing, right?
Yeah.
If you're on stage in front of people and you make a mistake, just roll with it and keep on going. Don't stop.
Your cowboy boot.
Cowboy beat. Yep.
Exactly.
Exactly.
No,
No. Keep going. Cowboy boot. Exactly. Just like a cowboy boot. Like when you're
Yeah.
walking and you step in some shit with a cowboy boot on, what do? You don't sit there and cry and stop. And you're like, oh, look at my cowboy boots full of shit. You kick it.
Yeah.
Right? You
probably
kick
wipe
that.
the-
Dry.
You kick that.
Wipe it off.
You kick that shit. You keep on walking. You wipe it off.
Sometimes you even
grass.
go out looking for shit to kick.
That's why they call them shit kickers.
There you go.
Right? So with that, another thing, this since we're getting close to the end of season 4, another thing that you do for podcasts,
Like
is-
we do.
yeah, is that you don't tell them that I didn't get any notes together. Oh man, I almost lost that. Did you see that? See, I almost lost my train of thought. But no, it's all about.
You got it.
I did not get a whole lot of notes together. So this podcast, this episode might be a little on the weird side. Is that the right
all
word
right.
I'm looking for? Is that the word I'm looking
right.
for? Because it doesn't look like you're.
We're weirdos.
Okay, we're weird.
So, I
we're
mean,
weird.
Just a little.
Well, that
We're a
happens.
little weird tonight. So,
Are you ready for some?
Football, baseball, it's all the same. It's all the same.
Baseball is fun again in Minnesota.
Are we moving on? Are we actually moving on from that from football already?
Yeah, we don't need
Yeah.
to.
football's
sure?
gone.
Dude, we don't need to make up stories like the other people.
Man, I was thinking that maybe our producer was pushing us a little too quick, but okay.
Nah.
Well, I guess the last thing we could say is I like, for the audience, since they don't know,
Oh,
Al is wearing a Teddy Bridgewater shirt. It's
Yeah,
a
that's
fantastic
football.
throwback. I love it.
that's football.
Oh,
It is. He broke his.
That's football.
He
That's football.
broke. He broke his leg in our hometown, in my hometown.
I'm so proud.
What a moment.
You know,
Really
I
put us
mean-
on the map.
it puts Mankato on the map. Mankato also, yeah. I don't know where I'm going there.
baseball.
Baseball.
Baseball?
So the main news in baseball,
Is still all about the pitchers, right?
yeah, that's
Oh.
pretty much all the stories that came up was the gator grip, the sticky tacks.
The inspections.
Dude.
How are the inspections going? Because that's still been a very kind of new thing, and it looks like everyone's still just like awkwardly approaching each other. I guess I gotta
So
do it.
okay, so what's the rule? They test them or they check them at the very beginning of the game, right?
After the first inning, and then again after the fourth inning, and then relief pitchers after they're done with an inning or they're done pitching.
Okay, and those are all mandatory checks, right?
Yes,
In
they
addition to
have
that,
to do it.
they can make more checks at the umpire's discretion.
Okay. Okay. And so so that's been happening since our last episode.
Yeah.
And if you go on Twitters or the socials or the YouTubes, you see pictures like our buddy Sergio Romo
Uh-oh.
taking his pants off.
Yeah.
Just dropping them.
Just fucking pissed off.
That's his bare ass, folks.
Oh man, it's crazy. Like these pictures are they are
Well,
flipping
to-
shit.
To be honest, that's not really out of line for Romo, though.
No,
he would've
no,
done
it's
that
not.
anyways.
It's not.
He was gonna do that anyway.
He was probably shrooming at the same time, or on acid or something, right? So yeah, no, like,
Microdose.
but
No, if he was on acid, he would have thrown a perfect game.
there was true. And there was another pitcher that like there's a couple pitchers that just baby flipped it. Like they're just
Max
fucking
Scherzer.
pissed.
Turning it into a big tantrum and
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna make it a big scene.
fine,
Oh,
fine.
okay, I gotta take my belt off.
Seems
What are
like
you
the
gonna do?
What do you guys think of that?
The bigger stink you make about something like that, the more, I don't know, the more suspicious maybe.
Yeah.
That's generally
No,
what
that's
I
how
think.
you know they've never even thought about
no,
it.
yeah,
They're
you're right.
They're like, that is so opposite of what I stand for that it wrecks me. Like, I can't believe you would think that.
And I
about-
just won't stop talking
Yeah.
about it.
All the people that it's happening to who are throwing the biggest tantrums, for the most part, are big, high-profile pitchers whose spin rates were really high.
Ah, boy.
I mean, they may not have been the highest, but every single one of them spin rates have dropped since then. So of course they're going to be mad because they're like, I stopped. What do you want from me? I here, prove it. Fuck you.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
that's what I think a lot of it is.
well, and they usually say that the people that are making a big scene about something after they've been accused of something, they most likely did it, right? Like that's usually the biggest admittance to guilt, because if you're not guilty, why would you have a problem with it?
No.
You know,
Well, I
it's
mean,
like
even someone
if you're not guilty, wouldn't you be happy that they're checking? Almost to the point of, wouldn't you be happy that they're checking other
like to make
they're
sure that
checking
nobody else
pitchers?
is getting a leg up on you.
To making that level ball field?
Yeah.
Well, because like Bauer, he's not been throwing any tantrums, and he's openly admitted he used stuff,
100%.
and he's not throwing a tantrum because it's not like that with him. He's been asking them to enforce this rule for years, and now they finally are, and he's like, yeah, whatever, good. I'll stop using the stuff I was using. It's time to go back to regular baseball.
However, what if they throw you out if they checked you because they think you're doing something more, and it was just actually rising sweat? That would never happen, right?
No, that
They
did
would-
happen though.
Oh, couldn't happen.
Didn't Pineda, when he was pitching with the Yankees, didn't he like have like a whole gob of like black shit
Yeah.
behind his ear and like
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like
on his
parading
neck.
it around.
You could see it.
Yeah. You can't go that far.
No.
So you're saying that it's not foolproof, huh?
Not if you slather it all over your face and expect no one to notice.
Not if it's literally like a chunk this big on your neck, and I'm spreading my fingers about as far as, say, half a cell phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
No, it's like a medicine
big
patch.
chunk.
Just a medicine
No, okay,
patch.
so
Anyway.
but so what about this guy that got called out? So somebody got thrown out.
Yes.
And he's not just fined. He's thrown out of 10 consecutive games, correct? Right?
How bad was it? I didn't keep up with this too well.
I don't remember what the full punishment is, but yeah, it's
Well, that's what the notes say, isn't it?
Yeah.
But what was his infraction?
Well, using substance. So Seattle Mariners pitcher Hector Santiago was ejected in the 5th inning on Sunday's doubleheader opener against the Chicago White Sox after umpires inspected his glove, but the veteran said he used only rosin on what was a humid day.
Yeah.
He said umpire Philip Kuzi said he felt some sticky stuff on the inside of the glove. Santiago said after the Mariners 3-2 victory in Chicago, all I used was rosin. I used it on both sides, trying to keep that sweat from dripping down to the hands.
I suppose the trouble started when they found the roll of duct tape in his jock.
A little bit. But what do you do in that situation? I mean, it's up
they're
to
gonna
the
test
umpires.
So they're going to test it.
Yeah.
And then they're going to go through all this process, and then Santiago is pretty certain that he wasn't using anything else other than rosin.
Imagine
allowed to use.
imagine going to school for chemical science, and like your first job is this pine tar?
Deduce which sticky substance this is.
So how long does this process take? And is he going to be out? What happens during those 10 days that he's like? What happened? So he could face a 10-game suspension, and the team would not be able to replace him on the roster during that time frame.
Yeah.
He also could be cleared of any wrongdoing once the glove is further inspected. He's the first pitcher ejected under the new rule.
Yep.
And
Groundbreaking, really.
And it was someone who has a 1-1 record with like a whole bunch of starts, and he's only got a 1-win, 1-loss record. Like, really, you're gonna?
Well, that's what
if you find out he just used rosin, and you're just going after this guy because the first guy was sticky stuff. Trevor Bauer's point about what is sticky is perfect.
And do you know what that
Was that Trevor Bauer's point?
Trevor Bauer's
What
point?
is sticky? That's his question. That's all it says in the rules: is you cannot use a sticky substance. What is sticky?
Okay, and then so
There's a lot of stuff.
he asked
It's going to the Supreme Court.
he asked the question. It is like
What is sticky?
what is sticky? And he doesn't just pose the question; he puts up an example. We talked about this, right? Like he will grab onto a baseball and then put his hand out flat, and the ball doesn't drop. And he asked Twitter, "Is this legal or illegal?" And then he'll say, "Well, you just said that it was illegal because it's sticking to my hand, right?"
Yeah.
However, he wasn't using anything. It was just his sweaty palm grabbing onto a baseball, because baseballs are a bit sticky anyway.
Interesting.
And so his sweaty hand was able to have a baseball stick to it. And is that legal or illegal?
Yeah, that's illegal. You can't have sweaty hands anymore.
That's what it's coming down to.
Yeah, no more sweating pitchers.
Did he like provide video evidence that he hadn't like nailed it to his hand or something?
So, but like, there's a lot of examples of players showing that they can like just go like this with sunscreen on a hot day, and just go like this, and then their skin starts sticking together. They're not using anything other than sweat and sunscreen. That's both regulated and allowed in the league. You can't tell them they can't wear sunscreen.
Yeah.
What are they gonna do? Get a towel and wipe it off every couple times their hand gets sticky? Like that's
you gonna
absurd.
do?
How do they regulate that anyway? And
I think, yeah,
you know, it's just once again like what we deducted is that the Major League Baseball
needs to supply something for everybody.
Well, they
That's
need to
the same
listen
thing.
to their players is what they need to
and
do.
that too.
most
you know,
importantly.
It's
Listen to the
just a huge example of them not listening to anybody and just making decisions and then implementing them without worrying or thinking about the repercussions.
Yeah.
Sounds NFL-y.
It absolutely does. Yeah.
Yeah, it's football.
Something that the MLB did do right in my eyes is that they threw out a guy that kept on going to different Major League Baseball stadiums and putting up a sign saying that Trump won. Shit, I didn't want to say his name, but whatever. That
The other guy.
Proposing
The
that
old guy.
proposing that big lie or whatever, and he up until now he's the dude. I don't want to say this guy's name either because I don't want to promote.
Don't give him any
promote
status.
his Twitter or anything, but yeah, he would go to a stadium. He went to Yankee Stadium, Citi Field, Fenway Park, and Citizens Bank Park, and he said that he'd go there, put up the sign, and then they'd kick him out, and then the security guards would tell him that he could come back the next day. And then finally he got a letter in the mail from the MLB saying, this activity is prohibited at each of these stadiums, and your fan code of conduct violations resulted in the ejection from each of them. A review of your public statements indicate that you intend to continue this behavior at other Major League Baseball stadiums and that you are conducting others to conduct themselves likewise. For these reasons, and effectively, you are hereby banned from the Major League Baseball stadiums and facilities indefinitely.
That's the exact letter that the John 3:16 guy with the rainbow afro got.
Yeah. When he would go to all the wrestling matches.
So
They just
You
changed
get
the
yourself-
name. They crossed it out instead of yeah.
So
This guy can never go to a Major League Baseball game.
we're not a politics podcast, but if you're fucking trying to spread a lie about things that affect people, fuck off.
Yeah,
and I'm happy
that guy
that-
had MLB tell him to fuck off.
I'm happy that the MLB told him to fuck off. He goes, fuck that dude.
Dude, you see the Twins
So the Twins have been
winning?
tied in last place with the Royals.
Well, that's all right though. We're winning. We beat the Indians.
We coming.
Right
Yeah.
down there with the Tigers. Holy shit! Yeah. So
Do you know how many home runs we
nobody's
hit
doing
last
well.
game?
Nobody's doing well.
How far out of first are the Twins?
So the Red Sox are
10, 11 games.
47 and 31, and we are 33. The Twins are 33 and 43. White Sox 45 and 32. Astros 48 and 30. And the bottom, Orioles 24 and 54. The Yankees 40 and 37. Not bad.
Dude,
Dude, we're only 11 and a half games
And
out.
it's not what do you call it? All-Star weekend yet, is it?
No, there's plenty of time.
So on the other side of the pond, the Giants 50 and 27, Diamondbacks 22 and 57, the Mets 40 and 33, Brewers 45 and 33, and the Pirates 29 and 48. So,
Dude, it sounds like Buxton is going to be on the All-Star ballot.
oh, that's right.
So that's official.
Is he going to be able
I
to?
think
Is he going to be able to play?
I don't know.
So that's the thing. Like, how can he be on the ballot and be injured all the time? How does that work?
He's just so good when he's not injured. He's so good when he's not injured.
Yeah,
Doesn't
he was kind of tearing
need
it up.
Does like some of the voting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
and he's not even played.
he played that 1 month so well.
He's just got that charisma. He's that baseball
It has
charisma.
that too.
Yeah.
He looks good
he's
running
that
around
guy.
those. Yeah, he looks good at running around those bases.
Dude.
Yeah, he does.
Dude, Arias.
Yes, my favorite boy.
What was this
buddy?
yesterday or a couple days ago 3 extra base hits.
Yeah.
Two triples, and I think that had only been done by the Twins by like a few others.
Yep.
Like Chuck Knobloch. I can't remember any of the other names.
Yeah, he's
Probably Paul Molitor.
Yeah.
He's doing great.
But yeah, there's only like
Back.
4 other Twins in history that have done 2 triples in a game.
So
Arias is one of them.
they still been doing the like 1 win a week.
It was like more like 3, probably.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All they've got to do is win every game left, and I guarantee playoffs.
Oh yeah, that's not
That's it.
that's not unreasonable.
Well, it's easy.
Yeah, you're the Twins.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Is it true you guys live in Minnesota? Is it true that the weather was shitty but not that shitty and they canceled a game? And is that true? Did
No.
that happen? Okay. I heard some whispers that Baldelli influenced them to cancel the game because he wanted to have a different pitcher for it.
What,
What?
today's game? Or last
No.
week's game?
One of the recently
Saturday?
canceled games.
They got
Saturday.
rained out.
Yeah, we got rained out Saturday, and it was pouring.
Okay. I heard that and I was like, that's a conspiracy. That is
Yeah, I
straight
don't know.
up conspiracy.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Old Baldelli.
He's the chosen one, so I mean, he's not gonna do something like that.
Sounds like a derogatory nickname, like in the mob or something. Look
Oh,
at that
yeah.
Baldelli over there. He's bald.
You don't want to be him. You don't want to be
Baldelli
the
over here.
Baldelli. No, I love
going
Baldelli. You want to be a Baldelli.
Yeah. That's a baseball. Oh.
We all know what that sound means, or what this jingle is. It's time for the
Buzz question of the week.
So the way the fuzz question of the week works is that I ask a question and you guys individually answer it, right? And the trick is that we do not discuss it, but you provide the answer and also why you think that is the answer, and then we don't discuss it. We move on to the next person.
No.
Ready?
Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Yeah.
No, not whatsoever, but I'll do it.
So
We'll
I'll
show you.
Okay,
Okay.
we'll show you. Okay, so the question is a 2-parter, right? Right. And you'll have to let me know if the 2-parter goes hand in hand, with each other, right? It's 2 questions, right? Okay. So the question is, what does the Major League Baseball do to correct the pitching scandals? And what do the Twins do to make it to the playoffs? C-dubs.
Okay. What does MLB do to fix the pitching situation? Regulate some kind of sticky stuff, put it on every ball before the game. Boom. Trevor Bauer's idea. I'm all for that.
Okay.
Or what I believe Korean baseball does that. And then how do the Twins go to the playoffs? They should start cheating.
And then are those 2 questions related to each other?
They are now.
Jameis.
They should do the things that they do in the Korean baseballs, like Charlie said. That's a great idea. Korean baseball was successful during the pandemic because they knew how to vaccinate everyone. So I trust them. And they have a Twins team.
They do have a Twins
They
team.
do have a Twins team. So I believe they are trustworthy.
Okay, and then the second part of the question?
So the Twins going to win, man. They're just,
We're gonna...
this is what you do. The Twins are going to make playoffs because Nelson Cruz he hits home runs.
Okay.
He's going to hit 40 home runs.
Okay. And are those 2 questions related?
Nope.
Al.
To the first question, I propose that all pitchers have their hands amputated, and there's an MLB standard hook that they use.
Okay. Okay.
Second,
what's that sport?
What's this?
Jai.
Hey,
Yes.
hey, there's no discussion to that.
No discussion.
No discussion on the answers.
Second, the Twins just got to believe in themselves, man. They're the best team of all time. They just need to know it in their heart.
Yeah.
That's right.
And win every game for the rest of the season.
I like that. We all know what that sound means.
We record
this jingle is.
We need
It's
to make a
time
second
for
one
the-
of these.
Buzz question of the week.
Because it's supposed to be, that was the sound means, or what this jingle
was
is. It's time for the, it's time for the,
Buzz question of the week.
that was the,
Buzz question of the week.
that was the,
Buzz question of the week.
yeah.
Dude, you
like
can
that.
keep doing that for a while.
Live. This is live radio, people.
So,
You're just repeating it so you can cut it
Sounds
out
good.
later and use the sound clip.
that was really good. I like that a lot.
FuzzJockRadio.
Basketball, gimme the ball because I'm gonna dunk it! Basketball, gimme the ball because I'm gonna dunk it! Basketball, gimme the ball because I'm gonna dunk it!
The WNBA.
FuzzJockRadio.
The WNBA today named, not today, but like the other day, named Minnesota Lynx center Sylvia Fowles the Western Conference Player of the Week for games played June 21st through June 27th. The Player of the Week award is the 13th of her career, 6th with Minnesota, and first this season.
Dang.
The 6'6" center led Minnesota to 2 consecutive wins, moving the Lynx to 7-3 in the last 10 games and 7-7 overall during the week. She averaged 28 points. Holy shit. On 63.9% shooting, 16.5 rebounds, 3 steals, 4.5 blocks in 39 minutes per game.
Wow.
That's insane.
That seems like a low amount of minutes, actually, for how many points were scored. That's
I
awesome.
think that's sportsmanship at that point. They got to give the other team a chance.
No shit. Let's give the other players a chance.
Yeah, they're on the rise.
They're doing very well. When we started off the season, we all know that it was looking a little dire. However, unlike the Indiana Fever, we have been moving up. We are now 7-7. The Indiana Fever are 1-15.
Oof.
And Eric's friend Eric's
I hope they
Seattle Storm is 12-4.
Yeah. They're doing good. I hope Indiana Fever can they need to believe in themselves. They should watch the Twins.
Could you imagine
Playing 16 games and winning once?
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like the Jaguars did, right?
Browns.
Yeah.
If we were
And they get
They only
Trevor.
won one game.
Yeah, and they get Trevor.
Yeah, you're right.
So, I mean, it could be cool.
Is the Indiana Fever trying to get Trevor?
Dude.
Trevor, what?
Trevor Lawrence is going to get
Trevor
drafted to the WNBA.
Really?
Oh, God. Game changer.
Holy cow. The WNBA does so many things for the community already. And they're going to do this?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
They don't need to.
I'm pretty...
Well, good luck to the Indiana Fever. I hope they get some better games going.
Yeah, I hope they have some more fun.
Ben Simmons.
Yeah, is Ben Simmons coming to Minnesota via trade?
What is a Ben Simmons?
What is a Ben Simmons? This is new to me.
Yeah, tell us what a Ben Simmons
And
is.
how
Ben Simmons is a Philadelphia 76er. Yeah, he's a very good defensive player. And I think, he's a pretty good player. And it sounds like
is this
our
Delos?
Timberwolves are being aggressive to try and get him.
Is this D'Angelo and Towns' best friend?
It is not.
Oh.
So
Yeah,
they
sadly,
hate him.
It's not.
He could become their friend.
they-
In fact, they should. Well, no, they should hate him because this probably would have to trade D'Lo to get Ben Simmons.
Gross.
Yeah.
What? We just got D'Lo.
Hey, it sounds like the Wolves are the ones who are interested, though, so they could do whatever they want.
Yeah.
Because if it
Are
sounds
we
like,
are we giving up on the D'Lo and Towns thing already?
I
They
hope
barely
not.
ever played together.
I hope not too.
I hope not.
But it sounds like they want someone who can play a position of or can play some real defense. They think that's the biggest flaw in the team right now.
Yeah.
So it sounds.
Hmm.
So I've heard from my sources deep into the trenches of the NBA.
Your sources said, I texted with somebody that knows Ben Simmons incredibly well, that has working knowledge of all things NBA. My text the other day said, how badly do the Wolves want to trade for Ben Simmons? This individual sent me a text back. It was only one word.
Badly.
Badly. Make no mistake, the Wolves have trade interest in Ben Simmons, the 76 All-Star. Is he that
Stay
good?
tuned for that. I guess. I don't know.
Badly.
Yeah, people think he's max contract type player.
Okay.
So, in my eyes, that means they're giving up on the Towns and D'Lo.
So, like, by 76er, do you mean he played for them, or he was born in
He
76?
plays for them currently.
Because then he'd be like 43.
You don't want to. They should not trade aggressively for some guy born in 1976.
In other Timberwolves news, they
Even if he could play
announced the front bench coaching staff naming Joseph Blair, Micah Nori, and Pablo Priori as assistant coaches. I apologize for the bad pronunciations. Chris and I are excited to have Micah join our coaching staff in addition to giving new responsibilities to Joseph and Pablo. With staff development at the forefront, we look forward to supporting Joseph and Pablo as they continue to progress in their new roles, as well as provide guidance for Micah as he steps into a new coaching chapter, said Timberwolves president of basketball operations, Rosas. We had a diligent process to evaluate our front bench needs and determine the coaching styles, philosophies, and ideologies that best complement head coach Chris Finch and the vision we see for the future of the Timberwolves. We're confident with Chris at the helm and with the support of the assistant coaches, we have a group in place that will maximize our top players' potential both on and off the court and also untap our young talent. Oh yeah, there's a lot of changes going on with the Timberwolves. New coaching staff. We don't care about Towns and D'Lo anymore. We got new owners.
Dude, Ricky Rubio's going to the Olympics.
Shot put?
Yeah. Pole vaulting, probably.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, Ricky Rubio's going to be a pole vaulter.
Yeah.
Or is he going to do the singing?
Oh,
That's an Olympic sport, singing?
Yeah.
Well, apparently,
Really?
if you would have listened to one of our previous episodes,
Yeah,
you'd
we
know
had
what
an
I'm
Olympian on our show.
I don't know what they're talking
He
about.
sang a song.
Well, don't worry, I don't know what they're talking about either. Shh. So is that where we're jumping to?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
We
you
could do this
kinda-
before some playoffs, right?
You kind of lost me because I was gonna go. That was going to be a lead into the next topics, but we can do that first.
I
and
just
then,
want to talk about the Timberwolves because
it's
cool.
That makes sense too. I mean, that's a good transition as well because we were talking about the Timberwolves, and then see, and in podcasts, in professional podcasts, they usually talk about this type of stuff.
The Timberwolves?
But this is the Timberwolves.
Most podcasts talk about the Timberwolves.
Where are we? The U.S. Yeah, okay. So the U.S. basketball announced their 2021 Olympic team roster, and that is not the team that Ricky Rubio is playing for, is it?
No.
No.
Would be España, right?
Yeah.
Lost,
Yeah,
guys.
the
I'm
Olympics-
really
the
lost here.
Olympic
Why don't you
team
take
is-
it? Like,
Yeah,
like,
well,
please
so
take it.
we
over.
got the Timberwolves are actually sending 4 players to the Olympic Games this year. The most they've ever done. which back in 2012 and 1992 they sent 3 players. So we got guard Josh Okogie, who will be playing for Nigeria. Forward Juancho Hernan Gomez, and guard Ricky Rubio will represent España. And guard Leandro Bolmaro will play for Argentina.
Ooh.
Oh, and also our assistant coach for the Wolves is going to be assistant coach for Argentina.
So that's awesome. That's
So 4 players and a coach, actually,
wow.
from the Timberwolves organization are going to the Olympic Games. That's fun.
And that marks the most in the Timberwolves have sent to the single Olympics game. 3 in both 2012 and 1992.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really cool. Sucks that they're not playing for the United States, but I suppose that they're representing their own country, right? That's how that Olympics work. And then Fuzzy, who is playing for the USA's?
Who is on the USA team? Are they cool? Is it Michael Jordan?
Not Michael Jordan.
Shaq?
Michael Jordan, Larry Bird?
There's some names you might recognize, like Devin Booker, a.k.a. the best friend of Karl Anthony Towns and D'Lo.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Devin Booker.
Kevin Durant.
Right.
Yep.
Kevin Durant's a good guy.
I see Draymond Green, Zach LaVine, who used to play for the Timberwolves, but now plays for the Chicago Bulls.
Dude, he's
part of the Jimmy Butler trade.
Yep.
Kevin Love, who used to play for the Timberwolves, but now plays for the Cavaliers.
Dude, I saw him park a car once.
What?
Can you believe it?
What did you just say?
I saw him park a car once, Kevin Love.
He parked a car?
Yeah.
What?
Dude, it was so killer. You should have been there.
And you saw it?
Yeah.
What did it look like?
Wow.
Like
where were you, on the moon?
It's classified.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Sorry, bro.
Mr. Classified Al here. Classy Al, we'll call him from now on, huh?
Classified Al.
So, yeah, Jason Tatum from Boston Celtics as well. Chris Middleton from the Milwaukee Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's going to be
Holiday.
Do you remember?
Dream team.
Do you remember the first Dream Team and when they allowed NBA players to play for that first year, and then it was just a wash for anyone going up against them?
Yeah.
Was that Space Jam?
Yeah, that was when the aliens came and gave him powers.
Watching Space Jam again, I don't think there's a single shot in that final game that isn't a dunk. Completely ruins my suspension of disbelief.
Yeah.
Got to make a shot at some point.
Man. Yeah, where's the free throw?
Well,
They just dunk from the free throw line then?
maybe, hopefully,
Michael Jordan.
Hopefully the LeBron James one they'll have a couple shots in it. Speaking of the Tokyo Olympics, they are not most likely going to allow. Well, the headline that I saw was that highly unlikely that breastfeeding moms can bring children to Tokyo Games, and the story is that
that sounds clickbait.
Unaccredited people from overseas, which would include infants and caregivers, will be granted entry into Japan for the games. It has basically been decided to give up on allowing athletes' family members and other companions to accompany them to the games.
What's Japan got against boobs? They sure like drawing them.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I think Japan is still got some lockdown going on.
Well, yeah, they're not as good as they don't have it. I mean, not that we have it that figured out, but they don't have it as figured out as we do. And so it is kind of surprising that they're just going full for the most part.
But didn't we talk about how there are protests? Like there are people that are supposed to be working the Olympics, and the people are not doing it.
Yeah,
all the volunteers are quitting.
Yep. And also, looks like Serena Williams also is not going to be attending these Olympics.
Why?
Is that because she's 50 or because of a different reason?
Well, She said that I'm actually not on the Olympic list, not that I'm aware of. So she's not on the Olympic list, but she said that if she is, then she shouldn't be on it. I don't know. I think it's a Corona-related thing.
Maybe. Well,
but she confirmed she would not play on Sunday at the pre-Wimbledon press conference. There's a lot of things going on with tennis too.
Yeah.
Maybe your dog died.
Yeah.
Maybe
None of our business.
It's none of our business, and we talked about that in the previous. If they don't want to talk, if people don't want to talk about it, they don't have to talk about it, right?
Yeah, we could say no. We set boundaries. We say no.
So
say no Olympics. I'm not going.
I say that every day, man.
No Olympics. I'm not going.
And this is like these are last year's Olympics, right? They're not even this.
Yeah, this is last year's Olympics this year.
2020 Olympics.
So like what we were saying the entire time a couple seasons ago about, hey, just don't have your sports and figure it out later.
Yeah.
Let's figure out this pandemic first. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Right?
And some organizations are like, well, I think we gotta figure it out, or we'll figure something out by this time, and then they just kind of roll by the seat of their pants.
I mean, it is a lot of planning and a lot of money involved, and it's really hard to just start up and not start up, right? It's just fucking crazy.
Seems like Japan would be the kind of place with like drone vaccination robots.
You'd hope
something like that.
I'd hope. Yeah, I'd hope they'd have them here.
I mean,
I don't want drone vaccination robots.
You don't want to.
It does not sound like a good idea.
With a needle coming after you.
It just sounds like a recipe for disaster, guys. Actually,
yeah, you're right. People would be mean to the robots, and I don't.
Oh, that would start. It would start up the fucking robot war.
Yeah, I'm not for that.
I'm not ready. I'm just not ready for it
I've
yet,
been vaccinated
guys.
4
Yeah,
times.
we got 20
today
more
already.
years before.
Get away from me.
Yeah, we got.
What is slashing?
Slashing is like that, you know.
Oh, this is one of those, right? This is that time that I play that sound.
Yeah, hockey now.
NHL Winter Classic is coming to Minnesota in 2022. Well, isn't that what they were supposed to do, but then Corona hit, so then they were planning on doing that anyway? Is that the case, or is that
basically?
Don't they always do the Winter Classic in Minnesota? Actually,
No.
no.
That's you're thinking of Minnesota or Hockey Day in Minnesota.
Well, that's
that's
usually in New York.
No.
Hockey Day in Minnesota is the one in New York. Yeah.
So the Minnesota Twins baseball. The home
be the
of
host.
Minnesota Twins baseball will become the center of hockey universe on January 1st, 2022. Where's the home of Minnesota baseball?
The target field is going to be the location of a Minnesota Wild hockey game.
I should read the rest of the sentence. When the annual Winter Classic comes to Target Field for a matchup between the Minnesota Wild and St. Louis Blues, I wanted to make a bit about like what's the home of Minnesota Twins baseball? What does that mean? But then it explained the Target Field, and I gotta. So in my notebook that I have right here, which I carry around everywhere.
It's a nice notebook.
It is, right? It's moleskin. I don't know if that's really moleskin. What would you call it? What would you call it?
It looks like one.
It looks exactly like moleskin, but I'm an idiot that would believe anything. So.
Explain to the audience what this note, because we haven't explained what the note. It doesn't look like a normal notebook, right?
It looks like a pocket New Testament, bro.
Okay. It's not.
Oh,
it's not. It's the notebook that I write notes in to remind myself what to talk about in the episode. And for episode 10, I have written down Rogers and
what?
And Hammerstein.
Ah.
Yeah, My Fair Lady, right?
I thought this wasn't a music podcast.
Yeah, State Fair. Is that Rodgers and Hammerstein?
The hills are alive.
So the Winter Classic originally was scheduled for January 1st, 2021, but was postponed due to COVID. Minnesota Wild President Matt indicated that his understanding was the event was never in danger of moving to another location as a result of the delay. So I was right.
Yeah, we were going to do it anyway.
Yeah, that's what they were planning. So that was no big.
Also, we're reminded of the Hockey Day in Minnesota, which will be in Mankato coming up.
Oh,
make up
Mankato
for
is like
having
the
it.
New York.
Yeah, the Mankato is like the New York of Minnesota.
That's what we were meaning.
Yep.
I see.
But
Okay.
I'm excited for this. I actually might come out for this.
No.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. The
Benny.
second I heard that this was happening, let's just say got some wheels moving. Some gears.
Got some wheels
grinding.
moving.
Yeah.
We don't have wheels. I wish I had some wheels moving.
Oh, the humanity.
Okay.
From the Hindenburg.
The Stanley Cup playoffs is in their final battle. Looks like the Lightning versus the Seas.
Canadians.
Oh no! What happened to the Vegas?
The Vegas and also the New York Islanders both died.
Man,
They got
this battle.
loosed.
Ah, shit,
They got
brah.
loosed.
So yeah, the Lightning versus the Canadians. So of course we're going for the Lightnings, right?
Yeah,
Why
probably.
would you root for a Florida team?
Oh, it's Florida. No, okay.
over a
So,
Canadian
so you're
team?
saying it's Florida versus Canada.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, we don't
Yeah.
like Florida. No one likes Florida.
No,
So-
Canada.
so we're going
Canada.
for
Canada.
Florida. Oh, stupid.
That
Sorry.
cat.
Sorry. So yeah, that's a hot take.
Hot take for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. The go team that's not from Florida. Also, why do we even allow Florida to exist anymore?
Well, the ocean's gonna take
Because
it won't,
we
it
are
won't
nice.
after a while.
Yeah, the alligators need to take it
Well,
over.
we needed wrestling over the pandemic. That was the only good thing that came out of Florida.
Oh yeah.
And I'm just gonna point out that Florida might not be as crazy as we relatively as we are to the rest of the United States. Florida might just be what the United States are
Oh no.
is.
Is it?
Just that. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is the reason why you see the Florida man and the Florida woman all the time doing crazy things
Okay.
is because they have certain laws that we have certain laws that protect the names of or the people that are breaking the laws, right?
Yeah. So you never get to know their name. They're always Florida man.
Yeah. Where am I going with this, guys?
Florida man?
Yeah.
It's a
Florida,
superhero.
Florida man's a superhero.
Yeah.
The superhero of crime.
Okay, yep. Al.
The superhero of crime.
Hey, keep going, Al. You got this.
And then
I could beatbox for a little bit.
Okay. So yeah.
that's pretty good.
So yeah, I don't know. That's where I was going with that. We're at the end of our notes.
That's
The
it.
end of the notes. Oh God. What are we talking about now? Music?
When the notes are over, we
music
don't exist anymore.
The notes. When we get to the end of the notes, what we do that thing.
We don't evaporate, do we?
No,
Oh, thank God.
No. No, we do that thing that we do is that one thing, right? I don't even know where that. You are incorrect. Oh Jesus.
That doesn't make.
Oh man, there it is. Fuzzy memory trivia time.
I always liked that movie. That thing you do. It's fun.
What?
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
What are you guys talking about?
Steve Zahn. Steve Zahn apparently was from Marshall, but not really, but like claimed marshal, I think. I don't know.
Okay.
I heard something like that.
What's his name was from Minnesota too, as well. Louis Anderson.
Yeah, Louis Anderson. He's from Minnesota.
And
Remember Life with Louie?
Yeah. Louis Anderson was the Tom Hanks of Family Feud.
Yeah, basically, if you think about it.
So with fuzzy memory trivia, I will ask you questions and then you guys answer them for points. Okay.
Okay.
This is going to be a buzz-in version of this game tonight. So make sure to buzz in. If I don't hear you, I'm sorry, but don't be too loud because it will hurt my ears. How many games did the 2018 World Series last?
Buzz.
C-dubs.
5.
Correct. 1 point. Yes. Who was the winning pitcher in George Brett's Pine Tar game? Relevant.
Tom Hanks.
Incorrect. Mike Armstrong.
God damn it.
For how many years was Jerry West coach of the Lakers?
Buzz.
James.
3.
Correct. Did you read the answer?
No, I know
okay.
it, Dad. I'm a big Jerry West fan.
Who did Tennessee beat in the 2017-2018 NFL wildcard playoff game?
Buzz.
Al.
Titans.
Incorrect. Kansas City Chiefs.
Damn it.
The traditional Wimbledon colors are green and
Buzz.
C-dubs.
Yellow.
Purple.
Oof.
The Patriots set a record in Super Bowl LII with the most total team yards. How many did they have?
Buzz.
Al.
4,000.
Incorrect. 613. Who won the men's single in the 1989 French Open?
Buzz.
I almost said incorrect. JMS.
It was fuzzy.
Incorrect. Michael Chang.
Oh, I thought it was you, dude.
And
I
that
swore I saw you.
Fuzzy memory trivia. That means that we are at the end of this episode. I'm not really sure how this one went, but I think it went well.
Yeah. We talked about a lot of stuff.
Yeah, so we're at.
It was very informative.
We are at the. I think it was. So at the end of the episodes now.
I learned a lot.
Yeah, did you?
Oh, yes.
Do you have anything more to say? Do you have like another note that maybe I glossed over, or a note in your pocket?
Thing to say to me?
Note in your heart?
Just thanks for having me back, guys. It's fun.
Yeah, well, you're welcome. James, do you have anything else you want to say?
Here we go. You know, that's what we do.
Yep. Okay.
Even if you don't go, it still went.
Yep, you're right. Okay. And C-dubs, do you have anything more to say?
Yeah, I want to say we're going to win, Twins. We're going to score. We're going to win, Twins. Watch that baseball soar.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Keep
going
going.
Does the okay, so then does the group have anything else to say? Do you guys want to talk about the next parts of your weeks, or do you want to prolong the inevitable of this episode?
Do we all answer at once?
Let's all talk at the same time, you're saying?
Now the dangerous Nelson Cruz.
That one is hit hard to left. That ball's back, and there's your grand slam. Nelson Cruz connects that a triple. Love it. His fourth of the game, and suddenly it's a 2-point